Here are the latest upcoming dates for Jay and Silent Bob's super groovy cartoon movie. Kansas City at the Midland on May 17th, May 19th at the Vic in Chicago, May 20th at the Clowes Memorial Hall in Indianapolis, May 21st at the Royal Oak Music Theater in Royal Oak, Michigan, and May 22nd at the Pabst Theater in Milwaukee. For all the latest updates and links to purchase tickets, make sure to bookmark csmod.com.
I want to go on Space Mountain. Come on, yo.
That would be my luck. I paid $1,000 to change some dude's diapers.
Yeah.
A one walks in. A one.
A one.
An obese one.
Hello?
That's Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave. Quinn is here.
Hello.
And Walt is here. And I am here. Declan, give me a funeral dirge.
Uh-oh.
Give me a little funeral music, Declan.
What happened?
Dr. Joyce Brothers died.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know who Dr. Joyce Brothers is?
Yeah, she's that advice lady, right?
Yeah, psychologist. She was a mainstay on game shows in the 70s. I imagined it would have affected you, Walt.
I haven't even heard of her in years. I thought she was dead decades ago.
Really?
Yeah, I would have bet the farm she was up in heaven giving advice to
the angels.
Yeah.
She was on Johnny Carson almost 100 times.
Wow.
It shows you how many celebrities there were back then in the 70s.
I know, right? The pickings were very slim.
They're still slim.
Because how many times is who would be the equivalent today? Dr. Phil, maybe?
Exactly. He's
not as beloved. Yeah, but I don't think he's as beloved.
I think didn't she? I mean, I don't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't she tackle like a lot of lightweight issues? Wasn't she like
teen masturbation? You call that lightweight?
Yeah, maybe in your fucking world, Quinn.
I mean, could you explain to me how it's not lightweight?
What, teen masturbation?
Yeah,
the rampant.
The scourge.
All right.
You know how it leads to juvenile delinquency, you know?
Really?
Oh, that's proven.
Yeah.
Well,
you jerk off and commit a crime.
I know you're joking, Brian. I got to figure out what Walt's angle is here right now.
You don't think that a lot of these guys who commit these really wacky crimes and everything, you don't think that manic masturbation hasn't been a daily ritual in their lives?
I mean, if that were the case, then Muse would be the... You know what? I think there's some credence to your theory.
But, I mean, aren't all teenagers, like, frantic, chronic masturbators?
No.
I would say probably not.
How many times a day is too much for a teenager to masturbate?
What age do you start? What age are you talking about?
Say you started...
Let's talk about 13-year-old boys jerking off.
Or girls.
Yeah.
Let's say a 16-year-old.
16-year-old?
Yeah.
How many is too many in a 24-hour period?
Yeah.
3.
3 is too many?
It's 8, that's an 8-hour shift.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to figure from
I do that more than now.
3, you're in school. If you're jerking off in school, you got a big problem.
Yeah. Did you jerk off in school?
No, I don't think I ever jerked off in
the bathroom?
School. No.
Get a bathroom pass?
I think as an adult, I might have.
Face as you fucking go down the hall.
No, we know where he's going.
Everybody knew.
No, I
just gotta take a shit, you guys.
Face in the toilet. Look at it. No, I mean, I definitely more than that as a 16-year-old, without a doubt.
How many times?
3 in a day? Easy now.
No.
Why would
then
you? Why do you have to though? You know, like
you don't have to.
Your BQ of a TV's BQ.
Yeah.
Why on earth are you not having someone masturbate you?
Yeah.
Like
you
a
can pay
helper?
guys.
Yeah, or just
Hey guys,
Or girls,
like
whoever.
pay Sal.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just done and over, and you're going about your day. You're not
3 times in a day at his age is demented.
I think so.
demented.
Yeah. There's something you need to get a
do you
checkup.
do you
Wait, hold on. The guy who has to rub gel on his balls to get it up is telling me that I'm
that's a
demented.
medical condition.
Yeah, man, I'm sick.
I mean, if he could rub it on his chin, he would, but he can't. It won't work there.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't put it on my balls, incidentally.
It's on your shoulder, right?
Yeah, like it goes on your shoulders. But if I could put it on my chin, I still would.
Wow. So you'll never have like a 3-time day, huh?
I don't know.
This stage in your life?
Yeah, probably
What's going
not.
on? What are you missing that you need to do that 3 times a day?
I mean, not
really,
every,
there is something you're missing out on. Definitely, there's a hole in your life.
Well, I'm not saying. I think that we could all agree there's holes in my lives, but I'm saying that no, it's not every day. Like probably, but I'm saying if you're home,
Like you're not
alone,
doing it like over roadkill or something, right?
No,
Fucking
no.
carcass of some
it's,
squirrel.
It's all porn.
It's only up and up.
Increasingly odd porn, maybe, but definitely legal porn. Yeah, and they're not like
He's going to get tired of it, though. Watch. If, like, the show goes on, normal things are going to seem boring to him, and the next thing you know, it's just going to be me and you on the show. Because you're going to be jerking off to something really weird, like internet, like homicide or something.
No.
Internet homicide.
You think that would work?
Yeah, like, somebody's, like consensual homicide.
NYPD Blue.
Dennis Franz's ass.
That was a fucking 4-stroke night. When that show was
I'm out to break the record.
Mama. Yeah.
No, I mean, I think you can look at, like, I don't know if those studies have been debunked, but a lot, like in the 50s, they did a lot of things. It was like comic books and masturbation were synonymous with the juvenile delinquency.
Really?
Yeah.
And you like both, so you fucking...
I love both. I still do both weekly.
Yeah.
I was flirting with danger just reading the comics, so I knew to keep my hands above my fucking belt waistline. I was not going to be fucking go down the path of juvenile delinquency.
I think we saw like a PSA type thing, like an industrial film starring Quinn when we were in school. Wild-eyed, frantic.
Here we have the masturbator.
Destined for a life of crime.
Just reading a Wonder Woman comic and jerking off.
How old were you the first time you jerked off? Was it like a young BQ?
Junior high school.
Who taught you how to?
No one did. That's for sure. I remember
Dad,
discovering
guys.
it.
I heard
Tried
about
this yet?
Come on, gather round. Let me show you something.
Watch me do this.
Yeah.
It's
All you
amazing.
need is a hard cock, a hand, and maybe some lotion.
And a Wonder Woman comic. Yeah, I'd say like, how old did you start high school? 14? So 13 maybe?
So where'd you hear of it?
I was just in the tub and everything just started coming together, man. Everything just started
Really in
making
a
You were
tub?
sense.
taking a bath
You're
at 13?
fucking with the candles lit, and you had a fucking Harlequin romance fucking novel.
Calgon, take me away.
Shower, I guess.
Harlequin romance.
Like Fabio on the cover and shit.
Yeah.
No, I mean it was just there it was, and it just came together. I remember being like, "This is."
So you fucking blew your
I'll tell you
load.
what. No, well, here's the thing.
Were you washing it at least, and then you
Here's-
realized?
yes, that's what
right,
happened.
Bullshit.
Yeah, what am I gonna fucking try and hide now? And I started so early that nothing was coming out at that age. Like it was just the sensation, but nothing coming out.
Really?
So when the first time I saw the cat, you must
That
have been
I was like-
it's unbroken.
No,
This
it
is not
wasn't a
supposed to
broken
happen.
because
This weird pus. This weird pus just came out.
I'm
Whoa!
infected!
let me try it again.
Get away from me!
I got anthrax.
Like I know what anthrax is, but not cum.
I got a weird bovine disease! I'm afflicted!
But yeah, I'd say about 13.
So at 14, you can't ejaculate?
No, I started 14 is when I went to high school, and I definitely started when I went before.
So you would stop just
junior
before
high.
the end. You'd be like, you would stop before completion.
No, that's what I'm saying. Completion occurred, but no.
But prior to
nothing
the first completion, you'd stop yourself before climaxing.
I think I mean, I don't remember so long ago at this point, but I know there was definitely like it just felt good.
Is it still a simple hand? Does it, or do you need more? Like, do you need something in the anal area, or do you just
No, not yet.
He's a fluorescent tube up his ass.
so elaborate?
Trying not to break it. Yeah.
But
You ever see those guys play those weird tubes and they make it like
Yeah.
he's blowing it
like a slide
from
whistle.
one end on the other?
No, nothing like that. I haven't had the need. But if someone needs that, I say go right ahead. If you need a tuber in your ass or whatever it is, go right. You're not hurting anybody.
So as time went on, you would sit there in the bathtub just below your load and let your cum float around on the surface, fucking surrounding you like an oil spill. You're like a fucking poor duck caught in the Exxon Valdez's oily grip.
No, I think like once stuff started coming out, then it was like this is the standard tissues and stuff like that.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Good times.
You ever got caught?
Never got caught. I did once leave. I was in the bathroom jerking off. Like Playboy put out this centerfold that was twins.
Boys, whose fucking Fabio book is this? Brian?
That's my dad and my mom. No, Playboy put out this twins issue. And I'd stolen it from my cousin, and maybe you're right. It led to fucking thievery right away.
Hey,
Stole that shit
right out of the gate.
You will
Yeah.
commit
heinous crimes.
you will commit
Stealing from
armed
family.
robbery
Yeah.
to feed your compulsion,
Yeah, I stole the centerfold pin
festering,
out.
diseased-ridden mind.
Yeah. It's worse than like a syphilitic mind at that point.
Yeah.
The young mind of a BQ, bent on masturbation and
My
thieving
cock
from his
is
cousin.
rabid. It's frothing.
I call him Old Yellow.
Take him out back and flog him. So I stole the centerfold, and I took it in the bathroom to jerk off to. Because that was the only room in the house that had a lock on it that I could reasonably be behind.
Your own bedroom didn't have a lock, huh?
No,
He knew. His parents knew.
and I left it out. Like when I was done, I left it.
Your mind just went blank. And you
My
forgot,
mind- yeah, I was
forgot
done,
to
I was done.
hide the shame.
Didn't even think to like bury it like a dog. And I left it, and my mother found it, and
In
she,
the bathroom.
sick.
in the bathroom. So there was no
bathroom. So
mistake
she
as to
knew.
what was. Well, I blamed it on my older brother.
How many brothers you have?
3, but the younger one, he wasn't a. Yeah, man. And he was. So she asked. I said it wasn't me. She blamed my older brother and assumed he was lying.
Well, there's the story you want to know about when he started and what's he thinking of.
These were those bike shorts.
I don't know, man. I know what you'll be thinking of tonight.
Feel like running into the bathroom.
Hold on a second.
With your
Does the bathroom have a
fucking-
lock?
With your fucking tube.
Does the basement have a lock?
You got a minute, Ming?
Always got a minute for you guys.
We're talking about family health issues here.
I looked over here. I was like, "Why are there lights on?" I was like, "Oh, all right."
Do you,
2 episodes into
Can you
2
hand him that
episodes,
chair?
Yes.
consecutive episodes. I like this.
Oh, I Sell Comics never misses a beat, I
Never,
guess, huh?
never. Thank you very much.
All right.
All right, what do I do
Destroying
now?
all that precious bandwidth with your fucking I Sell Comics.
I know.
Got to do it, man.
Like it's trees. You should treat it.
It's an exhaustible resource.
The demand is there. I'm on, right? You can hear me? All right.
Yeah, I hear you.
No Quinn incidents. No. Oh, my mic is on. My mic is off. Can't hear me.
So,
He
Ming,
has just admitted he's a compulsive masturbator.
Yes.
yeah. He's
What's
nuts for
compulsive?
it.
Well, that's relative. Define
Well, all right. You define it before we get into it.
compulsive.
Well, let me ask you 2 questions. What?
It's adoring when a guy that looks like him says it. But if
It
the
is.
fucking the schlub out on the street with no teeth and fucking nose hair hanging out and a big fat gut,
I think you're describing me.
You're right.
he says it.
Describing
It's
it.
certainly not as. It's not as.
You're
like,
right. You tell a chick that shit,
repugnant.
and he looks like that. He's like, oh, that's.
It's like, oh, he's
Yeah.
just he's just
He needs a good
man.
woman.
He just
Yeah.
can't keep. What's a man like that supposed to do? He's got to release it.
Yeah.
If anybody else says it, they're like,
Right.
fucking throw that fucker in a clink.
Right. That guy looks like Mike. Yeah.
Well,
it's all-
Never misses a chance. Never misses a chance.
you don't listen to
It's
this.
not
You-
so cute then, right?
No, you don't listen to this. He'll never hear this.
What? All right, wait. How many times is too many times for a 15-year-old boy to masturbate?
Per day?
Per day.
Over 3, I think.
Over 3. All
same,
right, so that
same,
number. All right.
But on a daily basis, 3 times?
3's a lot.
Do you have any fucking energy left to do your homework or, do the
Why
chores
do you think
around the
Ming's
house?
so fucking smart, man?
And then as an adult male, left home alone with a
To
computer.
his own devices.
More than 2 per
More
day.
than 2.
Yeah, and even then,
You've
man.
never had so you're saying at max for you two times.
I mean, I've banged out more than 2, but
All right, well, there we go.
but not every day.
No, not every day. Not every day.
Oh well,
Yeah.
Do you think the girls are thinking right now, like they even need to picture the homeless, toothless dude? Ming's like, I bang out 2 a day. And they're like, oh, how
People
cute.
right now who just fucking
Ming's a
dry
man.
heave listening to this. Because I did.
Shut us off forever. It's just, I didn't think anything could stop me from listening to the show.
even then, more than
Just
2.
a mental image. I
Banging
banged out 2. As if he's fucking talking about running fucking like jogging or something.
Yeah, bang out a quick jog.
If it more than 2, man, it becomes a job. Then, man, like it's just. Don't you have more than that? Don't you have stuff to do?
Don't you have?
I know he's always talking about how busy his fucking schedule is.
Participants who'd
That's
like
why.
to help you.
Yeah, but that's not that's not the point. The point
What's
is
the point?
sometimes you're just sitting there and you something pops up. Sometimes you think sometimes you find an old porn that you saw years ago and you rediscover
The library.
it, and you're like, it's like fucking an ex-girlfriend. It's like, oh, this will be fun for a minute.
But
or two.
where's the? To me, I mean, it's
Sometimes
like
you want to take
it's,
a nap, so you just toss one off to fucking get sleepy.
it's criminal
I'll take you
almost
to some.
that
Yeah.
guys who would die to have your position right now in life
Right.
are hearing that you're not taking a full advantage of where you're at. You're
He's
not
taking it for granted. I've seen this on Twitter before, actually.
What?
That you take your life for granted. Your position.
I
And
mean,
maybe this is proof.
I mean, there's guys that really have no choice in the matter. That
Right.
they gotta quote unquote bang one out because
I'm out of here.
because they have no
Right.
other options. There's nothing. Either they pay for it or bang it out.
Right.
Okay, and yet you have the ability to never have to. I mean, on your
right.
beck and call,
Right.
you can get that relief you're looking for, and the physical contact,
Right.
and the emotional satisfaction.
Yeah, but that's now
Not so much
right.
that one.
Well, now you're talking like, what if you don't want emotions involved in it? What if the time? What are you talking about? I mean, it's just fun. What are you
a
guys saying?
second.
What are you guys saying? What are you guys saying that you never jerk off?
You've ever done it with emotion attached to it?
Is
What's that like?
Is that what you guys are suggesting?
I'm so completely satisfied. I don't even bother.
You don't even bother.
Wow.
When was the last time?
Right on.
Years?
Decades.
Wow.
Decades. Bro, you're like a camel.
Wow.
All right. And what about you?
The last time or how frequently? What's the question?
Both.
I can't remember the last time.
Well, he's
Probably.
he's under
Yeah,
special
His
circumstances.
chin's all covered
Yeah,
with
man.
fucking cream.
He's got he's
I'm all loosened up, you understand?
I mean, a couple of strokes and he might be dead.
Yeah.
You can't waste any body fluids.
By the time I check my blood level, my T level, all these levels I got to
All
check,
these
it's
levels,
over
yeah, the
for
mood's
me.
gone.
Yeah.
yeah. What's that army classification when you're flat-footed or whatever? You got whatever that number is or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, he's-
I was going to say C-section.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, he's got that. You can't put him in that group.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to reevaluate myself.
Special circumstances.
Well,
Because you're not. Because I mean,
Am I-
there's
am I-
going to be a
am I
point in
weird,
your life.
Stacey? She's saying no.
And
Yeah,
for you,
because again, it's you. But if some fucking a one walks in, a one,
A one.
an obese one.
Hello?
That's
what are you guys talking about?
that says the same exact thing.
Right.
You're lying if you're not disgusted. You're lying if you think that's not. If you're not just like, oh my god, I want it. I want to get out of this room. I want to fucking wash my ears. I want to flush my eyes. And I never want to ever speak of this ever again. And I just heard this pervert talk about how he jerks off.
Yeah, like you-
a
it's an-
fucking monkey on fucking
That red thing popping.
masculine.
Like, it's an in-depth description of Bruce Valanche jerking off or BQ. No, you don't want to think about either? I figure I'm going to get some in about 4 years and 10 months. That's about right. Okay, that's still on.
Well, all right. I guess I have to reevaluate.
Were you scared to get caught?
Yes.
At this age or when you were young?
Now? I'm not scared now, but when I was young, yeah, of course.
Do you remember Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Yeah.
Remember when a guy got caught?
Barely.
Do you remember the face on that girl? I mean, it was perfect.
Right.
It's like etched into your brain. That's the face.
That's the face. You don't ever want to see that face on anybody.
Yeah.
You know, that's, you know,
literally the grossest thing she'd seen to that point.
Yeah, that's like one of those driver ed films for me when I saw Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Somebody crashing through a windshield.
Yeah, I never want to see that.
This could be you.
Yeah.
You couldn't risk it. Yeah, you couldn't risk it.
Wow. All right. Well, maybe I need to reevaluate my own attitudes.
They do say, though, that I think I read somewhere that the stigma that comes along with masturbation drives a young boy's, like, say, a young BQ, to do it hurriedly so that later on, when a girl wants them to last, it's more difficult.
Yeah.
So you'd be better off teaching your
you're
son,
so busy trying to fucking squeeze it out and get that nap. Right. Now you got to fucking someone looking at you.
Generally my approach to sex as well.
Now you got someone looking at you going like, "That's it?
You're BQ.
But you're on TV.
You're the reason I didn't fuck a toothless homeless fuck. An obese one."
I got, I mean, I've never had really any problems with that.
No.
Stamina.
Yeah, with stamina.
You're getting older.
Yeah, but I actually think it's going in the opposite direction for me. I think it's going to like, Jesus Christ, let's get this over with already. With me. Yeah. So,
such awful problems in the world.
I'm rich. I fuck too much.
I last too long.
Yeah, the girls, they can't handle it. BQ, are you ever going to get done? This is what they say. So wait a second. Did we ever find out how old were you, Ming? First time? It would figure if he was like 6 or 7.
Did your parents talk to you about it at all?
No. They didn't talk to
Did you hear any adverse things like, I shouldn't do this?
No,
any guilt?
never.
What about Catholic guilt?
Never, nothing. Anything having to do with
that was
sex.
Supposed to be a big thing in the Catholic world.
My parents didn't raise me Catholic. I became Catholic later on in life.
Okay, so did you have it when you became a Catholic? Did you have any Catholic?
No, I was. When did I become Catholic? I was like 26.
Oh,
so it was way
anything.
over by then.
Was there any kind of Catholic guilt in any part of the bedroom?
No, not at all. All right. So how old was I when I started?
Yeah.
First time at 14. I was late.
No, 14's not late. I started later than that.
All right, 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think that the church, the Catholic Church, puts such a it's such a dark thing? They don't really want to. They don't. I don't know they don't back jerking off.
They don't back it. I mean,
they don't. They really.
I heard I heard the official reason was you're wasting your seed. You're spilling your seed.
That's
and
the
you're
reason
wasting
why?
it.
Well, that's why you don't use protection and stuff, right? Isn't that the whole thing?
Yeah, but
what lunacy?
That doesn't make any sense at all.
No, but
you're wasting your seed. But you could. But they don't want like 14-year-olds being parents, though.
No, but the whole thing is to procreate. So God gave.
So they're saying you shouldn't be doing it at all. Fucking.
Except
anything.
You've heard it. Except if you're making a kid,
right. That's realistic.
So, yeah.
You think they changed that one up?
Nope.
Slowly, things are turning.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll come around.
Think priests will be able to marry?
Not in our lifetime, but
No.
I believe that eventually it will happen one day.
Female priests?
Again, yes, I think it'll happen one day, but not in our lifetime. No.
Well, I mean, what's the holdup?
I'll die not being that disappointed I didn't see it. I don't give a fuck. But,
well, you against it, or you just don't give a fuck?
You've got other things on your mind rather than
I don't
will
care.
priests be able to marry?
Yeah, it's not something that I think that they'll see the light. Not the light, but I think that they'll just numbers. They need to probably at a certain point we'll have to address some of the old-fashioned guards.
Right.
I'm sure they'll.
Was it
change.
always the way that priests could marry, or that was a rule that came into effect at some point? Does anybody know
I thought it came into effect at some point because of the transference of property, right?
Yeah. The church didn't want it. They didn't want you to own anything.
Shit, that's fucked up. It's archaic.
Well, I mean, it's been around a long time, that religion.
I think that's what archaic means, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think
You're still practicing, Ming?
Yeah, not as.
We're not talking about jerking off.
I'll
get at this one day.
I mean, I went. There was a stretch where I went every Sunday for 4 years.
Oh my god!
And then after I had kids, it kind of died off.
Right.
So your kids don't go?
They go. I mean, we go. I mean, it's down to once a month, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Once a month?
Yeah.
Is it boring?
And why then?
It's not boring. Why then?
Yeah.
For the just get the kids in, and I know it's boring for them, but just get them in that environment.
That was my biggest problem with church, is that it was so fucking boring.
It's not for me. It's not as boring because I know what's going on. When you're a kid, you don't know what's going on. You know what's coming up next. You don't know why you're doing what you're doing at that moment, and it's just like, get me out of here.
I feel the same way.
All right.
I think I used to. Well, we went for a stretch for about a year every Sunday night to church. I enjoyed it. But then they took away that late mass, and I was just like, I just can't get up early for this. But what I think they can get away with, if just get rid of the songs. They're creepy, they're unsettling, and they take forever.
They do.
Yeah.
Get rid of the songs. I like the stories because the stories are, I could see it in my head. Everything he's talking about, I like them. But it's the singing. The singing's just.
Did you sing or did you just mouth it?
No, I don't even sing.
belt
I mean,
it
and plus I don't know what to do. Like the hand gestures that everyone's always doing, like the whole church is doing, and I'm just sitting there going.
What are you at a fucking Pentecostal church? What hand gestures are they doing while they're singing?
They're doing this stuff, and they're touching this, they're touching
the
that.
like sign of the
and
cross?
I don't know, yeah, and everybody knows what to do even before.
Wait, are you cornered in a fucking confessional by a priest? Or are you...
it was really nice way to end the week. I really enjoyed going, and then they cut out that mass, and we never really made.
Fuck you, God! Too early.
Inconvenient. I can't go.
Did you go to confession? Like, did you ever go?
No. My daughter just made her first communion last month, and we had to go to a church thing, and it was interesting because he told a story about how like some of the you have to pick a saint as your saint. Your name is going to be your saint name. Mm-hmm. I think that's called.
Yeah.
And the priest started talking about some of the saints that are out there. And some of the sordid history of some of these saints, what they did, and yet are still
sainted.
Saints. It's very interesting. I mean, killers.
Saint of killers?
No, like there's a guy there was a guy who was a murderer and he became a saint. So
So there's still hope for me.
Yeah, buddy.
I haven't done shit that's that bad. What do you got to do?
You haven't done that, but you haven't done anything that's good either, though.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I can still work on that. What do I got to do?
Time's a ticking.
Nah, it's true. Fuck it. All right. I give up.
I read a fact.
I wouldn't mind being displayed in stained glass, though, right?
Well, we're going to put your body in a stash when you die.
Yeah, it's kind of the same.
Yeah. Saint Bribe the stash.
Sure. Fuck it.
Saint Nick, fat fuck with
you don't believe in God anyway.
He was an obese one.
They're like the
saint of
comma
obesity.
one? No. Well, yeah, that too. God damn it. Disrespect in death and life.
But did you ever hear the horror stories about Mother Teresa?
No.
I just read a lot of stuff about her recently.
Really?
Yeah, because Jamie Walton was like, I said something about Mother Teresa, and I was so tempted to go on there and be like, hey, man, how about these fucking other dealings?
But they could just be
dastardly
what? They couldn't. They may not be real though. These could be people like an organized agenda by certain people to tear down Mother Teresa. I don't know if these stories were true. Like, that she wouldn't hold any kids, that she was very cold. She wouldn't give. She
kept a lot of the money rather than give it out to the poor.
And I don't know.
She was in some shady real
accurate,
estate
though.
dealings.
Really?
Yeah, let me look it up right now.
Yeah, let's get to the bottom of this.
Let's sully her goddamn reputation.
I mean, who are we? Exactly. What the fuck have we done? Any of us at this table are going to fucking sit here and point a finger at Mother Teresa.
I'll do it.
It's fucking unreal, though.
We raised money for Brenda Morocco. We did all right there.
That's
Let's
true.
see. Let me look at
The Saint of Pods.
Why is this coming out
BQ.
now?
BQ.
the Saint of
Fucking
Puds.
anointing himself a saint over there.
The Saint of Puds, Ming Chen.
Hey, at least I'm a saint.
Let's see. International charity. Declining health and death. Recognition. And the rest of the world. Criticism.
There's a lot of mudslinging. No, nobody wants to, like, everybody's going to find something about somebody to fucking.
Of course, nobody's perfect.
Right.
The journalist Christopher Hitchens was one of her most active critics. Oh, he narrated the documentary Hell's Angel.
About her?
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't have an agenda.
While
with
she
that
was
title.
alive. Blah, blah, blah. Attacks on conditions in her orphanages.
But I think,
Charges of gross neglect and physical and emotional abuse.
I mean, do they want someone to be an absolute perfect person? I mean, for all the good that she did, she can't have a couple of things that were maybe didn't go exactly as she planned.
There were allegations regarding financial matters and the spending of donations.
But bad bookkeeping.
Criticized on her
We're
grief and
guilty
suffering.
of it.
Are you?
We all are.
What's that?
Bad bookkeeping.
Bad bookkeeping.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but not when you. How much
I'll
money
be in
was she
hell with Mother
handling?
Teresa.
This isn't the Tell Us You Dave PayPal account. This is fucking orphanages.
She felt that suffering would bring people closer to Jesus. That's why she didn't. Oh, wait a second. I'm totally down on her now.
Uh-oh.
The failure to give painkillers. Writing that in her Homes for the Dying, one could hear the screams of people having maggots tweezered from their open wounds without pain relief.
She sounds like a real cunt.
On principle, strong painkillers were not administered even in severe cases.
Why is that her fault?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, maybe she didn't
She's
have
the
access
woman
to
at
them.
top. She's the woman at top.
Where she was?
I just hate life, and I
Maggots.
can't-
Where
can't
was she?
imagine
In what
In
country was she?
India, right? Was
Yeah, it's like Calcutta.
I mean, there may not be painkillers readily available.
medical care was haphazard, as volunteers without medical knowledge had to make decisions about patient care. Seems like she didn't. She would put her name on stuff that.
She played a little fast and loose.
She's like Kathy Lee. Remember when they
Yeah.
found out that the
Sweatshops.
sweatshops?
Sweatshops.
Yeah.
If we do 1% of the good that Mother Teresa did, our ticket is wrote.
Yeah, we're gonna all be saints.
No, don't mean to
Is she even a saint?
sainthood. I meant to heaven.
I don't think she is the same, no.
Wow, she has a really difficult name to pronounce.
It's not Mother Teresa.
Jeezy Gonksi Bojoxy,
Gonksy.
Bojoxy.
commonly known as Mother Teresa. Yeah, I can fucking see why.
Somebody told me an interesting fact the other day that humans as we know it, with societies and everything, has been around for 200,000 years. But we only have recorded history of 6,000 years. So there's all those years where we have
Right.
basically no clue what happened. Empires rise and fall and shit like that, and we have no clue what any of
Who
it
told
was.
you that?
Someone at work the other day. Pretty learned guy. I mean, I didn't look it up. We could look it up to see if that's true, but if that is true, that's pretty fucking crazy.
Was there? Maybe there wasn't anything to record it with.
Yeah, what the fuck was going on back then?
You know, was there language? You're saying? You just speak one language?
No. Humans as we know it.
Are we talking about people who didn't walk upright yet?
No. People as we know it.
They were clothed.
Clothed. Yes.
You're talking about did cavemen jerk off?
I
think they did. You think a caveman jerked
God,
off?
of course.
So
yeah.
what
Is that documented anywhere?
how do you? What does he base this on? Though?
Cave painting.
What evidence does he have to say that there was
Some
cities
caveman in a tub with fucking
and societies
romance.
Let's look it up.
that are lost to time? Where is he? What is he talking about? Atlantis?
Now I wish I had him.
He's got no facts.
Now I almost wish I had him.
I think that he was also trying to sell you something like
No.
Holy
some
crap!
sort of weirdo new age religion. It sounds like.
Quinn
No,
turned over
now you-
90% of his paycheck to
Now you're wearing a fucking
I tithed them.
a white robe and and you're
banging
shaving
on
your
a
head.
tambourine.
Hold on, I'll just look at a human history timeline.
Well, you got the Incans and Mayans, and look at the Chinese, the dynasties back then. Those
Fuck
date
off,
pretty.
braggart.
Those date pretty far back.
This guy can't be right.
I'm down with the Chinese, man, and their opium trade. It's the
Yeah.
fucking Europeans that fucked it all up.
Yeah. It's good. Opiates are good, man.
Assholes.
Good for what?
You're ruining your life.
I don't know. Ask him. I don't know.
Well, you just said they're good, and you said it was such.
They were good for the
Sure.
Chinese until they screwed up the Chinese. Then it wasn't so
Everybody's
good
an
anymore.
opium den laying around smoking.
Not getting anything done.
Did you ever take any opiates? Like, did you ever need to take a painkiller? I'm talking
Percocet.
about recreational.
Percocet. I had my wisdom teeth out. I didn't really feel that much better.
No?
No, I mean, I just slept a lot.
You're in good spirits all the time anyway.
I guess so.
What is it about the human being that so many need to intoxicate themselves with something?
Escape pain. That's
Escape pain.
Yeah, that's a primal urge, man. Whether it's physical or mental, you want to escape pain, no matter what it is.
Yeah, everything getting fixed with a pill.
Mm-hmm. And it might not be
since
it's not curing it. It's escaping it though. It's eluding it for a little while.
Yeah, okay,
that would be my guess.
I always said, man, it's like it's too bad that we didn't have the addiction gene in us. Wouldn't that be great?
If we didn't have it?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
I don't know. I think probably like liquor companies would disagree, cigarette companies. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure that those that would be the only two industries that would be upset.
So this is saying that it was 43. The earliest carbon dated are 43,000 years ago. So that can't be right.
Carbon dated person?
Yeah, modern humans is 43,000 years ago.
Where'd they find that guy?
It looks like France.
Cardiff,
China. What do you mean found him? What do you mean like evidence?
The remains, yeah.
The remains?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were just talking about recorded like.
That's what I thought I was talking about too, but it turns out. Oh, Neanderthals 600,000 years ago to 350,000 years ago.
Right, you can't fully expect a Neanderthal to keep records, can you?
No, you cannot.
You've seen
At all.
Neanderthals record keeping was spotty at best.
I mean,
I would expect.
What about cave paintings? Do you count that?
Yeah, I would. Sure.
So there you go. I'd go on the set tomorrow, and I'd maybe give that guy a piece of your mind.
I'm
Be like, hey, learned motherfucker.
I'm not even
Guess what?
I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to fire him.
There you go.
Fuck this guy. Waste and tell him Steve Dave's time with this fucking
he's trying
bullshit.
to tell you your
How
business.
dare
Filling
he?
BQ's head with nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. I found something that may have saved him.
A young Dr. Joyce, bangable?
Oh, no.
No?
No.
Come on.
No.
How about jerk-offable?
The earliest stone tool culture, which means they were making fucking hammers and shit, 300,000 years ago.
Right.
So there's definitely a lot of history in the world. Like if they can make stone tools.
What the fuck are
Could
we
you
even
make
talking
a stone
about?
tool right now?
Sure. No. Probably
I was
not.
going to say, there's not a chance on earth you can make a
Oh,
stone
sure.
tool.
If you find a sharp enough rock and then you just tie it to a stick.
I mean, if I had to, I could.
His fucking phone would go off and then he'd fucking forget about it.
Well,
If
why
he
am
was
I
making a
building
stone tool.
Yeah.
Why am I building a hammer?
Because, I mean, I think it shows you that, like, how much more resourceful a fucking
A stupid
cave
caveman,
ape,
yeah.
a cave ape
Not even
makes
human.
you look totally inept.
He bests you at every turn.
You can't drive
You're
stick
too
shift.
busy fucking jerking off all day instead of thinking about the necessities of life.
Right. The cave ape didn't have time to
hammers.
fucking jerk it off. He's fucking looking over his shoulder every minute for a fucking saber tooth.
Yeah, he's going to get
Predator.
attacked or something he has to attack.
Or he's looking over his shoulder who's going to take his mate.
The two of you assholes are on a TV show. You sell comics for a living, and you're going to tell me I'm useless?
But you know what? I know I am. But I can't stand the fact that you don't know you are.
He drilled it into my head a long time ago. He thinks he matters.
He thinks he's better than a Cro-Magnon man.
Looking down on him.
Listen to these guys. You're worthless. You're sitting there with their cock in your hand, doing nothing.
Worst time to
From
be
these
alive in
guys.
human history?
For the
said-
average man?
Yeah, well, at any man in any point in history is at the worst time to be like, fuck, I really hit the fucking shit lottery. I've just been born into a clan of fucking apes.
Jesus.
Nah, I'll bet you that it was at that point they're just thinking about survival. They're not like, wow, my life sucks. I wish I had opiates.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to say. That may be great though. There's no. It's all about the most primal needs.
Yeah, at every turn, cavemen had it better than me.
I'm not. I mean,
there's little chance of me getting attacked and eaten.
Little chance.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have. I mean, I'm more likely to get maybe hit by a car or eaten by. I mean, are you talking
right
about
now? I thought you meant like if you go back, you're back right now, and you're.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm on the buffet immediately.
Your T-Rex.
Yeah. I'm like there are guys that are a quarter mile away. I'm like, what's everybody running from? Fuck. I'm curious about this. In ancient times, cavemen, did they drag their hair around by the women? I mean, drag their women around by the hair.
I would imagine there wasn't much feminist rights back then.
Yeah, I mean, if it's as bad as it is now, still with the glass ceiling and salaries and all that shit.
I mean, don't you think that it was more about just like this is the problem? Isn't this the problem? Like back in the day, male Cro-Magnon knocking women over the head and dragging them into caves. I don't even know if that's true.
That was like prehistoric date rape.
I guarantee you it happened at least once.
Sure, but it's like that was just male were just the dominant species.
Right. Do you subscribe to the theory that like when men cheat, it's all based upon go all the way back to Cro-Magnon man? Man has to conquer.
So evolution.
Be it a woolly mammoth.
You mean fucking it?
No, but like men must. You go back to that. Like men have that drive to conquer whatever it is. Be it in business, be it in, be it being betting as many women as they can, be it or be it an injustice video game. I mean, can you link it back to it's just built in? It's in your blood. It's in our genes.
I think that it is in male genes to conquer and to fuck a lot. However.
Don't give me the however.
No. However.
I know.
You're talking.
Always the caveat.
You don't even know what I'm going to say. You don't
He's
even know
about
what
to.
What am I going to say?
He's about to justify his
Tell me what I was going to say.
But a man should have. But as man has grown, you have to. Your mind also has to evolve, just as we've evolved physically. Right? Is that what you're going to tell me?
Just as now it's not. You can't fucking murder your rival. Like, you can't kill him. Right. You can't fucking. You
got a warrior clan to the south. That's they're your enemy. You see them out on.
Right.
You walk out of your cave and you see them. You can kill them, and there's no.
That's it.
That's it.
Those days are done. And if you're going to...
Much to my chagrin, I want to kill that rival comic book store fucking owner.
I was going to say, man.
All you had to do was wait him out, though. All you had to do was wait him out. But, like, now, like a modern man, like, if you're going to be with a woman...
Right.
Like, forget about genetics. I guarantee that woman wants to still fuck Brad Pitt. It's not like she doesn't want to.
Hold on. You're destroying our really... That's convoluted. What do you mean?
Well, it's not like only men want to fuck other people outside the relationship. I'm sure women
you don't think
daily see dudes that they're like, oh my god, huh?
Inside a woman's genes isn't the need to feel safe, secure, and.
But we don't live in a society run by those instincts anymore. Right.
Okay.
But that's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
I think it's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we wouldn't last if there was a fucking rival clan out there.
No.
A rival podcasting clan.
Get them would have all our heads on sticks.
Do you have women lost that instinct, that the need to secure a provider, a protector?
I think I think there are a lot of women out there that don't need a guy to provide and protect for them. Because it's not like it used to be. It's
Mr.
not like
PC.
fucking...
You know what he's going to say off mic.
No. Protect them from what?
Show me an independent broad, and I'll show you a dodo bird. They're fucking extinct.
It'd be more like a dragon than ever.
Yeah, you say that. That's what I was going to say. Thank God you said it.
What do women
protect them just from back in the day, protect them from nature, from other predators,
men. Right.
other men.
Sure. That's what I'm saying. That doesn't really exist anymore. Not
but that
America.
is still, but it still exists in men, though. That there's that drive for the male drive to bed, to conquer, to.
But males don't really do that anymore. Men get married.
Real men, like real men in business. I don't know real men, but I don't men like men in business. There is a different sort of a guy out there that definitely has more drive and more primal. Gusto.
He's not sitting at this table.
No, of course not.
Right. So I have no.
They're out there, though.
Sure, they're out there, but
like the guys who use the excuse, honey, I can't help it. It's in my genes. I can't the need to I'm constantly attracted to something else. I'm constantly on the make.
Yeah,
there's guys who use that as an excuse. It's like it's built into my DNA, man. You can't deny. We're animals of lust, and
if they find the girl that falls for that, good for them. I have not yet run into a woman that's ever.
No, I'm not saying you. I agree with you. I'm not saying that's a valid excuse. It's ridiculous, but there are people. There may be even scientists who argue that.
Well, take a look at this guy. Right? See this face?
Yep.
See that face? That is the face of a guy who got busted in a prostitution sting on his honeymoon.
And what excuse did he use?
He didn't say, but the undercover officers rounded up a bunch of people in Florida. One was a youth minister who was trying to bang a 14-year-old girl, and he was 45. And this other guy who really stood out, Michael Kempfer, 21 years old, was on his honeymoon. When he left his hotel allegedly to meet with a prostitute he'd just met online. Instead, he met an undercover officer. His wife reported him missing when he didn't return, only to find out that he was in jail on a prostitution charge.
How crazy is that? That's I bet she's a compulsive masturbator too.
But I'll tell you,
I guarantee it.
I'll tell you
if
what.
you admit it, he's a compulsive masturbator.
The problem that this guy has is not that he wants to fuck a lot of different chicks.
What's his problem?
The problem is that he chose to get married. Like, if you know that's how you are, if you're
it's also illegal to fucking try to fuck a 14-year-old.
Well, no, he wasn't trying to fuck a 14-year-old.
The other guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that was the youth minister who was up to that.
If you know that's
also chronic masturbator.
If you know I'm not going to be satisfied by one woman,
right?
Why are you dragging this woman to
I think that there's a lot of people trying to. I mean, that's what we do as human beings. We fool ourselves into thinking like, if I do this, I'll stop doing this, and maybe if I have a family, I'll be a better person, or maybe if I think we tell ourselves and fool ourselves hourly that. If I do this, I won't do this anymore.
Right.
If I just have this, I won't need this. So maybe that's what this guy thought. I get married.
He's 21 too. 21.
I mean, come on, man.
Not a good idea to get married at 21.
No.
That marriage has a shot. Still, I still say they could work.
Okay.
I mean, holy shit.
That would feel.
It's very optimistic of you.
That would feel pretty bad, right?
I mean, how?
Man, you're on a TV show. You got women throwing themselves at you all the time. How is it navigating that marriage water versus the opportunities that television bring you?
It's tough, but my wife knows I'm loyal.
Sure.
I've been fiercely loyal. I've been working for the same guy for 17 years. I'm not.
Your fucking. Your resume after doing anything.
I know. She knows you have no choice but to be loyal. First of all,
right. I'm just saying I'm not that guy. I've never been that guy.
Right.
So I ain't gonna change.
On the chance to be that guy.
Yeah. But are you finding yourself like women online flirting with you and like a Comic-Con or something like that? Like women, you feel like you can.
He does keep company with a lot of girls every time we go somewhere.
He does.
It's always like, oh, this is my friend from the yoga studio.
Right.
This is my friend from the yogurt shop.
Sure. The yogurt shop.
Yeah. It always has some sort of.
Never has a male friend.
Yeah.
Did he bring him the yogurt shop?
Right.
You got male friends. Frank number 3.
That's
Come on.
True. Yeah,
Come on.
That's true. But there's only 2 people here, right? 2 people here that have been on honeymoons.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even imagine the mindset of like I'm on my honeymoon and then I try to find online a prostitute.
And then not only find it, go down to meet her. And
that's a compulsive. Guarantee you, dude. That dude is jerking off in jail right now.
or jerking somebody else off.
I feel like that doesn't come down to masturbation. I think there's a deeper issue at play there, man. That's such a callous disregard for your wife. That's insane. She means nothing to you. She means
right. That's all that. Well, this is a guy that all that matters to him is his primal urges.
Right. And when you're that young, it's just like
fuck that.
You don't.
I want to give the age as a fucking pass to fucking such heinous behavior.
No, but experience,
such disregard for another human being's fucking feelings,
without a doubt. But you learn over time that your actions.
At 21. You learn that at 21 you shouldn't go out and fucking get a prostitute on your honeymoon?
No, this guy's definitely fucked up, but I think that men become better as they get older. Without a doubt.
Because as you get older, you're less likely to act out or don't have as many opportunities to act out as you get older? Is that really refining, or is that just a matter of like
I think
you're just become an older fucking dumpy dude who doesn't have as many?
I don't think
Hello.
that's it. I don't think that. I think that's maybe part of it, but I think like you also just learn to understand, like experience teaches you about consequences, teaches you about how what you do affects other people. I think at 21, your brain's not even fully formed yet. Like you're just still fucking fucked up. You're barely an adult, barely. I think you just learn as you get older, man.
I'm assuming his wife is that.
I want to give the human race more credit than the fact that at 21 you don't have enough self-control.
Well, I think scientifically they've proven that the parts of your brain that lord over impulse control aren't fully formed.
I don't think so, yeah.
I mean, you could probably stop yourself if you really wanted to. But
oh, really?
I mean, I'm not giving this guy a pass.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, some people do shit on impulse that they just do it and they don't think about the consequences, whether it be
they don't care
or cheating or whatever.
They don't. They don't care about the consequences.
He bet he cares now.
For sure, because he got caught.
But again, is this the first time? Like, is his wife like, oh my god, I saw no sign of this person.
Sure, because people can lead double lives all the time. Then people are stunned to find out.
You can't be the type of guy that gets a prostitute on your honeymoon without there being signs of it before. There's just no
a hint
way.
or two.
Yeah,
something's not right.
Some people are adept at lying and adept at keeping
dope
secrets.
Is obviously not.
This come from the guy who left the Playboy in the fucking bathroom for his mom to find.
I was 14. I was 15.
I'm a mastermind. Oops. I don't know, man.
Well, he was only 7 years younger than that dude.
I think that dude's an idiot. I think age played into it. He did. But he seemed like a fucking dope. You see his stupid face.
Well, I mean, what face?
His face.
You can't put on his fucking suave face. You just
not for a
there it is at the worst moment of his fucking life. Give him a break if he's got a dumb look on his face. He still can't believe he fucking got caught. Probably.
Yeah, he's like, this isn't happening. This isn't fucking happening.
I look like it. You think his wife takes him back?
Depends.
It'd be rough, man, because he's. I mean, I couldn't even. And I've cheated before. I'm a reformed cheater.
Right.
I can't even begin to imagine the excuse I would fucking concoct for cheating on my wife
on
our honeymoon.
Yeah, that's pretty cold.
He looks like such a fucking idiot too.
That's what I mean. Like he's just got a slack, stupid face,
dead eyes,
dopey dead eyes.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what his wife looks like. Have we considered what she looks like? Maybe she's unattractive.
Shouldn't matter.
That's the
Shouldn't
blame?
matter. He made the commitment, man. Come
I
on.
agree, but it's
She
just
should have stayed
Did
fit.
you just put your pelt on here?
Let me just slide my belt on. Like,
Fred Flintstone over here.
You can't get married and then fall apart completely.
Yabba dabba doo.
And expect your fucking partner to stay interested, and you gotta stay.
You just got married.
How much could she have fallen apart since the reception?
Like 3 days later,
They
it
got
all.
married at 21. And obviously they've been together for a while. Maybe she was a fit teenager, and then like as they got older and they got engaged, She let herself
She
go.
doesn't have the body of a 16-year-old at
No,
21.
she really let herself go.
But you see the size of this dude's fucking mug here, man. This is not a skinny dude either.
No, he looks like an idiot. Look at that facial hair. He just looks like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's like super.
By the way, like if you look up this picture on the internet and you have facial hair like this guy, you're a fucking idiot. You just look stupid.
Which guy are we talking about here?
This guy.
That dude.
Can I see his facial hair? I don't see that much wrong with it.
It's very.
That fucking manicure.
Yeah, that manicure.
Sharp line.
Well, I think that's a
Dopey looking. Fucking idiotic.
That's a rap
fucking
thing.
wipe that shit off
Is that
your
a rap
face.
thing? I don't know.
I thought that
He's
was
not
like a rap thing.
Metrosexual
That's like a-
bullshit.
It's like that guy
It's like
needs
a
to
Latino
buy
thing,
it.
isn't it?
No, I see
Puerto
plenty of
Rican
guys.
thing?
I see plenty of guys with all stripes trying to.
this
And
is
every
not
time
a
I
white
look at him,
guy
I'm
look,
like,
though.
"You're a fucking jerk." There's a lot of guys on Staten Island with that look.
Really? I didn't think a white guy could carry that.
They can't. This guy can't carry it. He looks fucking
Nobody
dumb.
can carry it.
Maybe
It looks
Jay-Z
all right.
could. I
It
don't know.
doesn't look as bad. You know what? If this guy was in the NBA, if you said this guy played in the NBA, I believe it. He looks like an athlete.
Well,
What?
his
A
facial hair
fucking
looks
eating
like
contest?
Athletic.
No, he looks like he could be like. If you said this guy plays lineman for the
All right,
Chicago
maybe.
Bears, I'd be like, yeah, it looks like he's happening enough. He could get married and
He
fucking
wouldn't have that
prostitute on his
idiotic
honeymoon. I
face
wouldn't be
look on his
surprised
face,
by
though,
it.
yeah.
I'm telling you, I see people with facial hair of that ilk. I judge them immediately as a fucking moron.
Let me judge his facial hair, too. Hold on.
All right.
Who looks more upset, the fucking the Reverend or the newlywed?
Well, the newlywed could just move on with his life. That guy's
The
going to
newlywed's
jail.
like, she's going to annul it. Maybe
Annul?
at best, yeah.
She's
Like,
taking half his gas station fucking salary.
I look like an asshole. I got to walk away. The Reverend's like,
It's over.
I tried to molest a kid. Like, my life has changed fucking irreparably.
Life is
forever.
over.
Right.
Yeah.
Clicking noise.
Stacy.
There was what was the To Catch a Predator?
Right.
One of the most memorable ones was a rabbi who
I think I watched this one
Yeah.
with you. Moses.
you saw a fucking dude understand that his life was never going to be the same. It completely unraveled in real time, like on his face.
Fascinating.
And he's
to
like
watch.
putting his hand up to the lens, and he's like, "You can't do this. You can't do this to people." And that dude was like, and I don't know, for some reason, it's like the fact that he tried to fuck a boy. I think is doubly like, you know, the is it called a congregation, like in a temple?
I don't know.
Whatever.
He probably tried to calm himself down by like, well, it'll only air once because there's no way in God that he thought that it would be on a fucking almost on a loop on CS or CNBC.
Oh,
fucking-
yeah, I know.
Like between the hours of 1 a.m. and 5 a.m.
Yeah, like-
all they do is show To Catch a Predator.
Like our children's children will be watching that dude get caught.
But aren't they not allowed to use that footage or something? Isn't To Catch a
No.
Predator like useless?
They only film in areas I think where they're allowed to have hidden cameras.
Yeah, and at the beginning of that show, when that show first started, they would let them go.
Yeah.
It was like the first
Yeah, it's
season,
crazy.
maybe.
Yeah, they would let them go
They would
and
let
try
them
to
just
ruin
walk
their
away.
lives.
Yeah, and then it got more involved, and then they would take one step outside, and there was like 10 cops with
Yeah.
The tape
It's
there.
a very.
15's
I
pointed.
mean, if you're Chris Hansen, you got to give him up. Mo. Before the cops were involved, anything could happen.
Mm-hmm.
He steps out and says, "You're on TV." You don't know. At least people are crazy. They could have pulled a gun out and just shot him.
He seems mostly concerned with people knowing his name.
Yeah, well, he's a
You know who I am?
narcissist.
Yeah, and it's really weird, man, that he needs people to know who he is. Not like I'm with.
Do you think
this
he? Do you
is-
think he regrets being the only guy who did that on the Dateline? Do you think he was like, man, I wish one of the other talking heads because now I'm just fucking pigenholed.
Now I'm the sex predator guy.
Yeah, like I can't do any other real news stories because like nobody cares now. So if I'm not busting some fucking pervert, no one cares. I can't do any kind of stories that
What has he
matter.
been doing lately? Because that show hasn't
Nobody,
been on in
that's what I'm
forever.
saying. No one cares. I think he's.
Really?
His career's in the toilet.
He's like a fact gatherer and shit for other more accomplished fucking news people now.
Got
He was a
typecast.
PA on a practical joke. Just told me about human history.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
That has to be. It's strange though that some people, most of them, in fact, sit down and appear calm.
Yeah. Well, those are sociopaths.
Those are the people that are like, I'll talk my way out of it.
Yeah.
They
I
do-
can
they-
lie and make bullshit my way through anything.
And this is an argument also for people that like can't stop themselves. Any motherfucker who gets caught more than once by the same show.
Right.
Well, I'm
Like
not saying
doing
there
that
aren't people
shit.
that are out there, but that can't stop themselves. But I don't want to use age as to give them a fucking get out of jail card because they're young. Their brains aren't full
Crazy
function.
kid.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can get. But I mean, you can't ignore the fact that they. I mean, first of all, are we talking about cheating on your wife or molesting kids? Because there is a difference. You know what I mean? There's a slight
Clarifying.
fucking difference.
But what if you have a child bride? You're doing both.
I mean, that's not.
Then
That's,
you're doubly shitty.
yeah.
Well, isn't that all fucking Tennessee?
Ooh, Brian Maxwell.
There hasn't been a Maxwell reference in a while.
You think he did? Do you think he ran up into the mountains and fucking claimed Tabby Maxwell? She's like 13 and he's like 34.
The mountains. I wonder if he's ever seen a mountain.
I don't know, man.
I'm sure it looks just like here. The suburbs of New Jersey look just
I'll
like.
be back with my bride, Paul.
Say what you will about Brian Maxwell. That motherfucker loves his wife and his family.
Oh, he does.
It does.
So, I mean, I don't think it was like that. I don't think it was an abduction.
Have you ever heard of the Mountain Man phenom or the Mountain Man? What's it called? Like, there's a Mountain Man syndrome. Where there's certain like women.
Is it young hot girls from Staten Island are attracted to guys who look like mountain men?
There's the phenomenon of females who want to be whisked away by a mountain man.
Point me in their direction.
I don't think it exists in Jersey.
No?
I think it's only in like the Ozarks or something. But
What's up,
Rural
really?
areas.
yeah, Mountain Man syndrome.
Mountain.
You know, they get all moist and hot when they grab a Bounty fucking paper towels and shit. They see what's that? The brawny guy?
Yeah, the brawny guy with the flannel. Yeah.
That guy is not a mountain man. That's
Who, the brawny guy?
He's more of a lumberjack.
logger. He's like a lumberjack.
Well, a lumberjack, I think, is a mountain. I think anybody with a flannel shirt, some healthy facial hair, a knit cap,
Right.
muscles, boots,
You lost me
denim,
right there.
hairy chest.
Let me see what this
They
has
don't
to say.
fucking. There's not. They would sooner shave. I don't know. They'd sooner shave their mother than shave their back. That's so foreign to a mountain man.
What is this? The bounty guy? What's his name? Brawny?
The brawny
Paper
paper
towels.
towel mascot.
Yeah.
You never heard of him?
No, I know who it is. I just
He
forgot.
just needs a clear picture.
Brawny.
Here's somebody
He's voted
claiming-
sexiest mascot of 2013.
He doesn't even have facial hair.
It's clean.
I thought he had
clean
a
cut.
mustache. At least.
Not the. They changed him.
Well, they probably want to try.
Oh, the old one has
the
a
old
mustache.
one.
Yeah,
This
the
is the
old
new
has
one
like
for
a-
the new
has
new
a- but
generation.
This one's like
He looks like a
porn
Justin
star.
Bieber, fucking.
Yeah, it looks
Age.
like a lesbian. I thought this was brawny dude, man.
No, he just had like a mustache.
Yeah, facial hair. I said
Not much.
some facial hair. I said must have some facial hair. A mountain man.
That's the old one. That's the new one.
You can see the trees in the background.
Yeah.
That there must be a hint of country.
Yeah. This guy looks like Captain Marvel, the new one, right?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't look like a.
Oh, he's chiseled. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
That's the new one.
You can't find anything on it.
That's the old one.
No, I mean, I put in Mountain Man Syndrome. It came up, but it doesn't seem. It's not like it's in Wikipedia or anything.
No, I can't know
Oh,
what
wait,
it's
Third
called.
Man Factor.
No, there's a mountain. I don't know what it's called, but I told you about it a long time ago, and you said you had heard of it.
Really?
Yeah.
And they just like the beard tickling him.
No, they have a thing for being whisked away out of their
The whole lifestyle,
the
the whole
whole
attitude.
of just being whisked away by some mountain man who takes them into their log cabin and takes
To their
care of
parents'
them.
basement.
Let me tell you something. At this point in my life, I dream of being whisked away and taken care of. So maybe,
By a mountain woman?
yeah, mountain woman.
Mountain girl?
Mountain woman doesn't have the same
No.
Your ring
cachet as a fucking mountain man, unfortunately.
Her fucking beaver pelts fucking foreign lush.
An unhealthy redness.
Chafing.
Pink was something that a long forgotten memory.
Forget it. I'll just go to work.
Yeah, you don't have to go to set, but you got to please Mountain Girl.
Oh.
I've seen the outdoor games, and I've seen the female version
Yeah.
of the mountain man
Yeah.
competing, and It's a stereotype. It's not a stereotype.
Yeah, it's bad.
They
It's bad.
pick up like tires from like tractor trailers and throw them fucking 50 feet.
No, they have to like it's like competition, like sawing with one of those big long saws.
Yeah, they gotta chop down a tree.
Through a tree that looks thicker than
Yeah,
than
they
a
would have
fucking
to.
a Buick.
I mean, my two rules, as previously discussed, are attractiveness and low maintenance.
Low maintenance.
So she's to be a
Well, she has one of them. A mountain woman would definitely be low maintenance.
That's
for you.
true. Maybe I have.
You can't get through. You can't rid yourself of that antiquated version
What?
that you must have a fucking attractive partner.
Oh, I need it.
I'm sure there's an attractive mountain woman out there.
That's the fucking Fred Flintstone in you, man.
I never said I wasn't fucking unevolved. I was just, I'm definitely not fucking cheating on my wife on our honeymoon.
Well, there you go. Pat yourself on the back for that one.
Yeah, I think if I was married and I'm not, never have been, I don't think I would cheat. No. So.
Well, I think everybody likes to think they wouldn't.
I think some guys just don't.
I think most people don't want to sit there and go, "Yeah, I'm the kind of guy that would be a piece of shit."
I don't think some guys see it as being a piece of shit, though. I think that's the difference. Like there are guys out there that don't see cheating as being a piece of shit. It's not even a matter of justify. They're just like, that's the way it is. I'm a man. That's what we have to do. As long as we take care of our
This is from an Italian household, though, right?
Well, no, I've also you have to understand.
Did you spend weekends with your dad's guma?
My dad was Irish. So, I think it's I've worked with the firehouse is all guy. I went, you know what I mean? I've never really worked with women too much. I've always been in View Askew was the one fucking girl we work with. I fucked. So it's you know what I mean? It's I never really worked in with females. So I have
It's time to break it to you, Ming isn't a girl.
Wait, what? It's I have a keen insight to male mentality. And I don't think that it's. Some guys just don't see it as a bad thing. They're just like, hey, this is what you got to do. What you got to do, which is fine. Don't get married.
But they are married, though.
I know that's the problem. Well, their wives don't care. If their wives don't even give a shit, then it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess that's the.
At least he's not trying to fuck me.
Right.
They're happy taking care of the kids. That's really their family. The dude's a fucking necessary evil.
Yes. As long as he's not a fucking abusive asshole, I guess that's fine. But
mentally, though, that may be abusive.
Yes. Why would you get into a marriage under those conditions? I don't get it on either side. So what do I know? I know nothing about marriage, except that I don't want to do it.
We got any commercials to run?
I don't know. It was supposed to.
You guys have a huge slate coming up, man. I looked at that shit.
What do you mean?
Huge slate of commercials. Man, multiple commercials.
When the fuck am I going to see dime one from this shit?
Hey, man, you got to talk to your guy, man. You got to talk to your guy.
I have a guy?
You have a guy. You got to talk to your guy, man. Make sure you're getting paid.
We got to up the ante on the commercials, though.
What do you mean?
Phoning it in, though.
Wait, so they're withholding my check until I do one?
They critiqued the last commercial you did, and it wasn't your finest hour.
Who did? Not Cycles.
I had some feedback, and they were like, it would have been nice if Q was into it, but
this is such bullshit.
Yeah, and then and then they were like, you know what, we're moving on to I Sell Comics.
Greener
yeah, actually,
pastures.
yeah, we lost a sponsor.
We lost a sponsor.
Because of
Who?
Actually, you lost two sponsors to us.
Who?
One was Revolution Cycles.
Because won't refuse their money.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And two, I got an email from a dude. He's running a Star Trek game or something. He's like, well, I was gonna advertise with Tom, Steve, Dave, but I heard those pre-recorded episodes and heard the last few episodes. I lost faith in them. So
He's like,
lost faith in them in what? In what way?
I only want 3 people to show up. So I'm gonna put it in some comments.
What do you mean?
was
Lost faith in them in what way?
He was worried that maybe you wouldn't do any more
Who is this?
episodes. We're doing next week.
Did he pay for you already?
He did. He's paying.
What's the ad for what?
I think he's doing a Star Trek multiplayer online game.
And
What a douche.
And he
Sounds like an asshole.
Mentioned you guys specifically.
Yes.
I wish I had the email right now.
He's gonna come in here and tell us how to do our business.
All right, you know what? Tell him or right here. Here's a fucking answer to that fuck. What's the commercial we got to do today? Let's make it the best commercial we ever did, in spite of this cocksucker.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm gonna go Drain the Lizard.
All right, and then we're going to do the best commercial.
The best fucking commercials anybody's heard in the history.
And then
You gotta win him back, man.
And then, the price
I
for
want him
this
to.
fucking
I want.
guy just went doubled. Doubled. So no commercial.
Yeah, I'm bummed. I thought we were going to be able to do a commercial.
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe next week, Walt.
All right.
All right. Well, tell me give me a list of what we're doing next week, so I'll come up with something. I'll come up with a theme for the commercial.
Oh, look at this.
And we're gonna fucking take that Star Trek nerd to task for not giving us. How the fuck could you choose Ming
And
over
Mike.
Tell 'em Steve Dave?
I don't know.
What kind of idiot? Even if we took 6 months off.
A guy who's allergic to money. A guy who doesn't want his business to succeed.
But it's still even a best of show still gets more downloads. So what the fuck does it matter to him if it's live or not?
I don't know.
But this is a guy that's fucking living in the fantasy world of Star Trek gaming and shit. So
Yeah, I'm curious as to, is it an official Star Trek gaming thing, or is it like a fucking fan one?
Saying we should call the authorities.
No,
Maybe it's not sanctioned.
I just want to know how to properly mock this man.
But we'll find out for next week.
Yes.
No, I'm serious though. Give me the list. I don't know. We have to do more than one next week.
We may do
I know.
Audible.
Yeah, I got
Ting.
that Audible one I want to do. Remember that one I told you about? The
Yes,
idea?
yes.
All right, I'll cue. Wait till you hear this one.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. Cool.
And possibly Dollar Shave, I think. Something like that.
Dollar Shave
DollarShave.com. Yeah, they
Is
like
that-
send you razors in the mail. That kind of thing.
for $1 a month.
Something like that, yeah. That's their commercial.
All right.
Next week's Audible commercial will
Yeah.
Be
shatter your
spectacular.
brain.
Hang in for the commercials, people.
I'm gonna, and this is the last time I'm gonna ask because obviously it's the same response every time. The short story, no.
It's coming, but it's just.
Can I commission Sunday Jeff to write a short story and then we'll do the voices for it?
You can do that if you want.
And then we'll just put that up on Audible
Sure.
because we're missing out. But sooner or later, Audible's not going to be our promotion, and we won't be able to do the TESD code and make money 2 ways instead of one.
We're double dipping over here.
I hear you. If Sunday Jeff feels like writing something, go ahead.
If you could stop jerking off all day, maybe you could fucking write the story.
Because I mean, we've missed out on a lot of promotions that we could have been like fucking swimming in it.
Swimming in money.
Yeah, we'd be rich.
All right. Well, I'm sure people would rather
Does it have to be? How long do you think an Audible story has to be? Like how many pages?
Well, a children's book is 32 pages.
No, 32 what? Like typewritten pages? That's,
No. Like 32.
Sunday Jeff's like, what?
I want him to write a 400-page book.
Do you think he's going to do that by next week?
We want to double dip, Sunday Jeff. Get that pen and
I'll get. Yeah, I think he could do it.
Oh,
for
get him.
Christ's sakes.
Get him. What the fuck is going on with you? You haven't been on the show in a while. You come back and this is what's going on.
You ruin everything.
What girl?
Get going. You got a girl to meet. Go. Way
You
more
meeting a
important.
girl?
Way more important than this.
What girl are you meeting?
The same one from the premiere.
Racetrack.
That cute girl?
Yeah.
You going to fucking finger her tonight or what?
No,
Yeah,
You going to get your fingers in
banger?
her?
No.
You going to get those fingers what?
we're friends.
I guess.
No guy says that. That's guy speak for like she won't fuck me. We're friends. Right? Why do you think I run around telling everybody I'm Stacey Patella's friend? It's only because she won't fuck me. Otherwise, I'd be like, I'm fucking Stacey Patella. Who wouldn't brag about that shit? Is this wrong, Walt? You're the moral barometer of Tell 'em Steve Dave. This is the last thing we'll fucking cover here. Disney World. There's a service, I guess, where you're a wealthy person, you rent
Got to be to go to Disney.
a handicap person,
Wow.
and you use that handicap person to get into the front of lines for you.
Well, it's
and
not
your
a Disney
precious
commissioned.
kids. No, it's not Disney doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
This
the
is
black market Disney guy.
Yes.
You get an adult who needs a motorized scooter for mobility. That's practically me. And whose presence can take on the advantage of the role that handicapped guests
What
go directly to the front of the
An
line.
evil genius idea, though, of someone to go out and be like, you could rent a handicapped person to get to the front of all the lines in Disney. who thought of that, and then who? But then again, no, you're putting two people. You're helping the handicapped person get some extra cash
because it's not cheap. It's
plus they get to go to Disney.
It's $130 an hour or $1,000 a day. They said.
Wow.
I'm thinking of crippling myself just to get that job.
Yeah.
I think it would be. Can you go to the site right now and rent a handicapped person? Because can you order the severity of the handicap?
Oh, like that's a profoundly retarded person who's like. Who's
because
I would be, chair.
Yeah, because I would be like, I got to take care of this guy while I'm here. What if he's got to go to the bathroom?
You got to change him. I think it's more like they have a gimp or something, not like they already shit their pants by the time they show up.
That would be my luck. I'm paying $1,000 to change some dude's diapers.
Yeah, like damn, I shouldn't go on the ride. I would, but
I'm in the bathroom for fucking 6 out of the fucking 12 hours I'm at Disney with this guy. But no, really, can you like? I mean, it's already in bad taste that it is already. But can you have even the more like? Well, no, that guy's too fucked up. Send me somebody who's not as severely handicapped as this person.
I think they probably understand that.
Like, do you?
Like, I don't think they're like.
But isn't that like even then you gotta like? I know this sounds awful, but it would be such a drain on the family enthusiasm, though, to have a stranger thrust into the family dynamic just so you can get to the front.
What's it like to be normal? Kids are crying.
I mean, really, the
wife is like cheap cocksucker.
Cheap? Well, this ain't cheap.
It's even more expensive, though, like because you can pay to have like the private tour. It's like $300 an hour through Disney or something like that.
Wow! And like you show up and does Disney notice right away that it's like, this guy is definitely not part of your family?
It's like the flat kids and some fucking black retard. Daddy! I want to go on Space Mountain! Come on, yo!
Oh, God. Teflon bride,
you better be putting it to the test tonight. Putting it to the test today. I mean, I thought I was treading on thin ice when I said, "Can you specify the order of the handicap?"
It doesn't have a link. I mean, I guess these guys had the good sense to not link the actual site.
Oh, you can't. You can't even find where you can hire this service.
Not off this disabled.
But it's also like
Disney World.
They must be over 18, right? You can't. I mean,
yeah, probably. How to enjoy Disney World with a mobility disability?
Wouldn't you just save the thousands of dollars or whatever it is, and just force one of your kids to pretend they were handicapped?
Yeah, I mean, people would argue which was more
heinous.
Dastardly.
Yeah. Which one's more dastardly?
I think making your own kid pretend that he's retarded. Yeah.
I didn't say that. I didn't say he's pretending he's mentally handicapped. I'm just saying, like, we just push him around in a wheelchair.
Like, could I have gotten onto Space Mountain first if I brought Stacey Patella? Remember, she got a foot operation.
Okay.
I don't think that qualifies.
She actually shows up with you instead of standing.
She has a medical boot on.
Right. I think it qualifies.
I think isn't that just, well, why? Like, this is just a temporary ailment. Fucking wait until you're healed before you come to Disney. We're going to have to roll the red carpet out for you.
What if your vacation's planned already and everything?
Or how about she shows up with me, her foot's hurt, but I'm still more disabled because I'm riding around on a fucking scooter, right? Fat fuck. Fucking.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Do you want me to see if I can procure a scooter for you for Making Hay 3?
Why? I mean,
because the last time we did Making Hay 2, you really had a hard time. I don't want you to feel like
since then I've had an operation.
No. I really thought I could get. I mean, I thought it'd be great to keep your spirits up.
Yeah. I mean, you know what?
No bad knees. You're sitting.
Can
there.
I get like a little umbrella to shade me while we're driving around?
Definitely. I thought I'd get you a little motorized fan.
All right.
Maybe we'll hire a handicapped person. We'll get a free good parking space at Collingswood.
And wherever I can't get into, I just complain loudly. If it's not accessible.
Should we put that out there that we'd like to just for the day we need like a
so basically
scooter?
You're like the third go around. Do you want to be a spectacle? And the answer is yes. Yes, I do.
I thought it would be good. I thought we could use our juice for the last the last part of the trilogy.
Right.
Why not do it in style? Why not do it when
Trying
you're
to get
not
up a ramp, it's
uncomfortable?
like engine smoking.
Did you buy the insurance on this?
Do it, boys. Yeah, I know, right?
But I thought that this would be a great way for you to get around and not have to worry about any kind of achy knees or anything. You know, keep your spirits up.
I mean, I don't need it if that's what you're asking.
You don't need it.
No, I wouldn't
Okay.
need it.
All
no.
right. You know, so don't pursue it.
No, I'd say not. I mean, I'll probably only slow you down or crash, one of the two. Or I could pick up a fucking disabled honey. That'd be sweet, right?
Yeah, now you're talking. Look at the bright side of things, man. You got a disabled honey.
Ride off into the fucking woods.
Two of you holding hands and wheeling off
You
together.
can get,
Right,
you
let's
can
go to
get a
Disney.
disabled honey without you having to walk around or to drive around in a scooter, though.
That's true. How's she going to stop me?
Tell him, Steve Dave.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.